This is Wild for Real coming to you with a quick video here. This is kind of a follow-up to the Denver UFO story from the other day. If you recall, somebody's been filming UFOs in the Denver area for about a month now. CNN went out to investigate it. They sent a videographer out, and this videographer filmed in the same location where these UFOs have been captured, and he got the same thing. And as yet, they're not debunked. So we don't know what this is yet. It might be something perfectly explainable, but right now, it absolutely fits the definition of UFO. And now someone has sent this as a follow-up after watching my video in which I talked about it. This comes from Jason in Ibiza, Spain. Now, Jason, first I want to say Ibiza is a gorgeous place. So thank you for taking time out of enjoying the paradise you're in there to send me this on YouTube. And this is what he sent. He sent me map data for Google Earth. So we're just going to go right in and take a look at it together. I gave it a brief look a little bit ago. I wanted to wait until I did this on screen so we could all look together. Now, I'm going to read exactly what he said while we're drilling into this first. I watched your video on YouTube about UFOs in Denver. I then checked the area around 56 and Clay on Google Maps, and I found this. And this is what he found, what we're looking at right here. So let's take a look together. Now I'm going to pan out, hopefully, if this works. Here we go. All right, go back. All right, I'm zooming out now so we can get a general idea of what we're looking at here. So this is the area. I looked around a little bit earlier. I didn't see anything particularly remarkable about the area, as in like major airports or anything like that. So it looks to just be a suburb, right? So we've got a suburb here, we've got a major highway there, and we've got this drainage ditch or ravine here, and that's about it. So on first glance, in the close-up, what I was looking for is it part of the neighborhood in some way, or is it part of one of these houses? And as you can see here, it doesn't look to me like there's a fence here, so it doesn't look like it's part of this house. It doesn't really look like it's part of this one. I thought maybe like a pool cover, but I don't see a pool on either of these houses. That would be a really strange place for a pool on a sloping hill like this anyway. There's a pool here, it looks like. Whether or not that could be a cover that's blown from this over to this area, I have no idea. But all right, let's take a look. Jason noted the shadow that you can see on this thing. So it does appear to be slightly off the ground. There is some imagery distortion here, and I don't know enough about how Google Images layer to really know exactly what's causing this. I don't know if this is truly flush with the ground or if this is just the way the images are rendered that makes it look like this. But there's definitely some distortion here, so I don't really know exactly what we're looking at. Let's see if, let me get back out to aerial view, and I'm going to go out to the street, hopefully about here. And then we're going to turn and take a look and see if we can see it from the street here. And see if we can see anything. Now from this, presumably this is probably the corner house we were looking at here, I would think. One of these two. And I can't really see where the hill is. I'm going to guess this little tree line right here is where the sloping edge is, probably. I mean, I'm not an imagery expert, so I could be completely wrong in what I'm talking about here, but this is just what as I'm seeing it. So I would guess that whatever that object is would have to be somewhere along this line right here. And I'm not seeing anything. I'm not seeing any obvious structure up in here. Yeah, I don't know. Very cool, though. It's very interesting to me because it's in the same general area as this UFO sighting. Now, whether or not they're related, I have no idea. Now, I certainly don't want to suggest anyone go search for this thing, but let me just say this. If someone who lives in this immediate area in Denver does go take a look and then reports back in, I would not have a problem with that. So let's take a look again. Zoom out. Anyway, I have no idea what this is, but this is kind of the fun that I was talking about in one of the previous videos where I said, you know, half of the fun is just taking a look and seeing what we have. This is exactly the kind of stuff that I love right here. So there's actually a giant hole in the Arctic somewhere too that I'll show you at some point. Somebody sent me a picture of a giant hole in the Arctic somewhere, and basically I think they called it like Anunnaki portal or something. I don't really know, but I'll show you that later. But anyway, what do you guys think? What is this? And Jason, thanks very much for taking time all the way from Ibiza to send me this. Wow, for real? For now.